Hey, what's going on, everyone? I want to take a second to do a daily trade review here at Millennial Investments regarding a trade that broke out about 150% yesterday and continued moving higher, well above that, I think around the 200% range before it was over and done with. It's INVO. It's Invo BioScience Incorporated. This is basically a medical device manufacturer focused on patient infertility and low-cost instruments in order to improve that. It recently just announced an amendment to their commercialization agreement, with their partner Ferring. And basically, what this is going to do is remove geological restrictions on their agreement, allowing for Ferring to basically place a $501,000 order, which will be recognized as revenue by INVO in its first quarter of 2021. But to get more into the technicals that I like to focus on first, is looking at the stock chart. The fact that it broke out today, I want to identify something that caught my attention and that I just want everybody to be aware of moving forward with this stock before you just run after it at these price points and risk a lot of money. Now, this popped off of the catalyst that it had, and it basically jumped up 300%. And I just want to point out that the stock has actually had some issues before. Well, I wouldn't even say issues. This level of resistance at the 963 was apparently a very strong level of support moving forward. And as you can see, it's dipped below it over the years until it finally broke down. But once it broke down, it broke right back through it. It had some type of catalyst back here in February of 2018, which allowed it to then continue trading above it before it slowly just winded down back below those price points. It's retested those levels a few times, finding resistance right in this area, breakouts here, breakouts there, and then of course the breakout today that occurred from news release from yesterday. I want to also include some fundamentals here that we need to think about with this stock, specifically the fact that oh, okay. There it is. There it is. All right. The fact that the company's up year over year EPS growth 49%, and their net profit margins are up 324%. And end of year full report for 2020 hasn't even been, provided yet in entirety. But we do have the quarterly reports. And on the quarterly reports, we're seeing some otherwise type numbers. We're seeing negative 25% EPS growth, but of course, everybody knows 2020 was a terrible year for every company, and net profit margins are still at least even around 2%, so almost flat, but still negative, about $527 million in Q3. We haven't received Q4 reports. I can look on here to see if they have it listed on TradingView when it will be doing its earnings reports, and I don't see it there or on my TOS. So let me see if their earnings report here will show us real quick before I move forward with what I'm trying to provide here. It's taking a second to load, so I'm not going to hold you guys up. As you can see, though, as soon as it met that 963 level, we started seeing some rejections back to the downside. And I'll look on the 10-minute to actually show you how it worked very hard to stay above it. Broke out to about 1243 before ultimately losing that support and breaking down. Now, it is winding back up and working to retest those levels one more time. That would be the catalyst to potentially enter into it. As long as you're below that support level, and enter now would be wise, for the simple fact that you want to find support above the 963. And as you can see, if we get above the 963, this has the opportunity of at least going back up to somewhere around, I would say, the 2242 or the 1777 price ranges, in between those two. So definitely look out for that moving forward, going into placing a position in this trade. If you're going to get into it, I hope you got into it below 963. And even then, watch out for a potential pullback. We're finding support right here as well on the 1 hour that I want to identify around the 7 to 78. So we're looking at this as a buy zone for a continuation pattern. If we hit that 963 again and find resistance, I would suggest getting out of the trade, allowing for it to consolidate some more, or watching it at least. If it breaks below the 778, just consider the move dead and wait for a better position if you're highly interested in it. I'm not sure if a lot of people have done DD on this or not, but I'm just providing you with some safeguards to pay attention to before just hopping into these trades. And to be honest with you, we could almost reposition that 963 to provide a better comfort level around the 928. So we're currently at 913 now. And one thing that stands out to me is the support that was found around the 816. So anything between, I'd like to correct myself and retract, anything between the 816 to 928 is something to consider. If we break that 816, which actually provides a higher stop loss, so we risk less, it's about close to $1, right at $1 from where it's at now. Before letting go of this trade. But I just wanted to catch everybody. I saw that it was trending on StockTwits, and I just wanted everybody to be safe, and that's what this video was about. I hope this information was beneficial for you in some type of way. If so, we simply ask that you show your support for the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing this information with any other investors you may think is interested in placing a position on here, and just being cautious. I'm not saying the stock won't continue to break out based on that news, but I just want you to be cautious and jumping in here. I'm hearing a lot of people holding bags at high price points simply because they see these large breakouts in these stocks and they go nuts and they want to hop in on the trade and they want to catch the train, and everything's going to the moon these days. As you can see in the past few weeks, stocks do not only go up. So just be wise, be wary, and watch out for those levels moving forward if you are interested in that trade. Other than that, I hope this was beneficial for you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. I look forward to doing some more trade reviews later, so feel free to join us in doing so. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out our social network links below to connect with us directly and join some of our chat groups here on YouTube. Feel free to request any reviews that you would like to look at in the comments as well. I keep forgetting to add that to our videos. Other than that, like I was saying, have a great day. Good luck trading. It's a green market. I'm hoping you're making greens yourself. Other than that, talk to you soon. Thank you.